long it was after that you left?
No.
All right. At the time that you lived, and I don't want to get too much into your personal business, but at the time that you lived at that apartment complex off Springdale Road, did you know a person by the name of Kelvin Watts?
Of course.
Okay. And what did you call him?
Shell.
Okay. Shell, did you also call him Lil Kel?
No.
Okay. Did you ever call him by the short name Kel?
I just told you, Shell.
I understand. So at the time, around January 28th of 2015, or before, had Shell been hiding out in your house?
Sustained.
Had Shell been staying at your house at all?
We was dating.
Okay. How long had you all been dating?
A few months.
All right. Now, when you were dating, did Shell stay at your house sometimes?
He visit. He didn't stay.
Okay. Did he ever hide out at your house?
He visit. I just answered your question.
I understand. Did you ever tell police on January 28, 2015, that Shell had been hiding?
Objection, Your Honor.
I just answered your question.
Speculation.
Overruled.
And Ms. Smith, I'm not going to keep you up here very long, but I'm going to ask you a specific question because the jury, Your Honor, if I may just be allowed.
Overruled.
I'm going to ask you questions so that the jury who doesn't know the answers, so that you can answer for them, okay? Did you tell the police that night that your friend Kelvin had been hiding out at your place?
I did not.
Okay. Do you remember talking to police that night?
You know, brothers, this is allegedly, in case you don't know. Okay, in case you don't know. But Miss Smith can throw them hands. For real, for real. You know you've been hearing about these Monday night fights at Club Crucial. The Monday night fights. Club Crucial? Monday night? You know, everybody show up because the ladies fighting Monday nights. Are you hearing me? Who you think you're looking at? Allegedly. You know when they talk about the ladies boxing at Club Crucial on Monday nights. Who you think you're looking at?
No.
Right. Do you recall the name, or do you recall an Officer Collins being the officer that responded to your scene?
I do not.
Do you recall what the officers looked like?
I do not.
Okay. Do you recall talking to anyone about your friend Hell in the presence of officers?
No.
Do you recall telling them anything about anyone that might have wanted harm to Kelvin?
No.
Okay. How long do you recall, if you recall at all?
That's really a good point. Shout out again to Miss Mon. That's really a good point. You know, states brought all this on themselves. It's really ridiculous. They're choosing to bank their case on these witnesses. Did nobody make them do this? Okay, maybe Fani. Can you dig it? But they got nobody to blame but themselves. We wouldn't even know who these people are. But again, the awesome disrespect that y'all thought, and maybe somehow you still think, that the jury is going to overlook all of your shenanigans, all your foolishness, and still send somebody. Well, somebody got to be guilty. Somebody, you know. So it don't even matter the discrepancies, the non-credible witnesses. None of that matters. The delays. Man. But they do have that RICO. And that's an elixir. Boy. That's a heck of a way to go down, though. Off of these witnesses.
The police being on scene.
I don't know.
All right.
I wasn't there.
Were you there when you got called and you came out?
When I got there.
The police being on scene.
Look at that come out of her. Look at that, brothers and sisters. This is classic. Look, if you know, you know. But this is a classic expression that comes out of her. Classic. If you know, you know. Check it out.
I don't know.
All right.
I wasn't there.
Wow. Hey, man. Hey. It is what it is.
At all. The police being on scene.
I don't know.
All right.
I wasn't there.
Were you there when you got called and you came out?
When I got there, nobody was there.
Okay. So you don't.
Next day, I went down the next day. They said I had to come the next day. You said when I got home, they wasn't there when I got home.
So the night that the rent office called you, is your testimony?
The rent office just, I know the person. She called me and told me. The next door neighbor called and told me my house got shot up.
And what was the name of the next door neighbor?
Just called his name. Gregory, whatever his name is.
Gilberty Mack?
I know him as Gio.
Okay. So when Gio called you, it was that night that your house had just gotten shot up?
A few people called me. It wasn't a secret.
All right. And did you arrive on scene that night? Did you get back to your house that night?
I came, nobody was there.
Okay. Do you know about how long after you called or you were called that you came back to your house?
No, I do not.
Did you know?
That's a look of, I'm getting you, ain't I? I'm getting you. That's that look right there. Yep. Like, I got you spinning. Miss Love. Yeah, this ain't going the way you thought, is it, Miss Love? I'm getting you. Y'all used to laugh at me in class. Y'all used to laugh at me around the community, this, that, or the other. You know what I'm saying? When you would see me, you know, look at me cutting your eyes, all that kind of stuff. All you Sadiddy folks, all them degrees. But I got you spinning now, don't I, Miss Love? Spinning.
No, I do not.
Did you?
What else you got, Miss Love? I got you spinning, baby.
Did you know any members, and I know this sounds like it's obvious, but do you know any members of your friend Kelvin's family? Did you know Donovan Thomas?
I did.
Were you close with him?
Yes.
All right. And were you able to observe Kelvin's interaction with him?
I wasn't.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge of whether Kelvin was close to him?
Nope. I do not.
At the time, did you know an Antonio Sledge?
Of course I did.
Why do you say of course you did?
Because I dated him.
All right. Were you dating him at the same time you were dating?
I wasn't.
Kelvin? How long before your house got shot up did you stop dating Antonio Sledge?
A couple of months. The same time I just told you when I started dating Kevin.
Okay. And what did you call Antonio Sledge?
Mounk Tounk.
Mounk Tounk?
Yeah.
All right. How long had you known Mounk Tounk by that time?
Been knowing Mounk Tounk since I was like 15, 16 years old.
Okay. How long had you known Kel, or Shell Kel, at that time?
Not that long.
Okay. Now, at what point do you now recall speaking to the police at all about shooting at your house?
I don't.
Do you recall ever communicating with the police in any way?
I just told you. I went down the next day. You just asked me that.
Okay. Who did you talk to when you went down?
I don't know.
Where did you go down to?
The headquarters.
All right. Do you recall an investigator, Dennis?
I just told you. I don't remember nobody's name.
Okay. Do you recall providing a video to the police?
I don't.
Do you recall a video wherein Antonio Sledge was talking to the camera?
It's all on social media. I'll play it. So, of course, I seen it.
All right. Could you speak into the...
It's on social media. Of course, I seen it.
Now, when you say it's on social media, of course, you've seen it. What are you talking about that
The
you've
video
seen?
that you're talking about. The trial is on social media.
Okay.
So, yes, I seen the video.
Okay, brothers, sisters, I just want to know how you feel about that right there.
Video to the police.
That whole, she's got the jumpsuit on, leaning back, answering like that. How y'all feel about that? Remember Professor Woody used to always come in, he's so tired. Remember that? What do you think of these reactions like that? Remember Homeboy Bean come in, oh, I'm so high, oh man, I'm about to fall asleep, I'm so high. Remember that? Put the pieces together, brothers and sisters. I mean, you just got on the stand. I'm telling you, tactics. Ain't nobody tired. Attitude spinning. But hey, that's why we gave the title Professor Woody. Cats are outsmarting, quote unquote, the so-called people with all the degrees and all the power in the situation, quote unquote. This is ridiculous though, because I'm still talking about self-respect though. Okay, self-respect. And then what's been happening in social media? People have made all kinds of money by what we used to call acting up, right? Acting up. Man, come on, your mama wouldn't. Man, if your mama saw you like this, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Or if your grandma saw you like this in front of the world, raise you better than that. No disrespect to Miss Smith. It may sound like I'm disrespecting Miss Smith. I'm talking about a principle. You feel me? And you know I'm right. And then what does society do now? You do stuff like this, you make headlines. And with social media, you might make a bag of money from this, even though back home, you'd be lucky if you could sit down after somebody did something like this, if you understand what I'm saying. You'd be lucky if you could sit down. You don't understand. But those of you that understand. Yeah. They wasn't allowing nothing like this. You at the doctor's office, better sit up. Am I lying? Y'all know I'm not lying. Girl, you better sit up. You know, that's how we were raised. Okay. Because you representing your family. You representing more than yourself. That's how we were taught. Even if you don't like the place, you don't like the person, you representing more than yourself.